So the rules for this.
Yes.
We're assuming 17 games
We're assuming
of health.
health for all players.
Assuming health for all of them.
Okay.
There are 9. We have 3 personal, 6 football.
Yeah.
Let's have a little fun.
Here we go.
With the first one. What's more likely to happen this season? Deshaun Watson throws 45 touchdowns or Nick Chubb rushes for 20?
That's a great one.
Dang.
Again, we're assuming full health for both guys.
Man, you be playing around, bro.
Who's
Deshaun Watson, 45. I told you I need 4,800. I told you I need 40 touchdowns.
Both of those are very unlikely. Those are rare numbers for a quarterback or a running back.
I mean, but didn't Chubb have 15 last year?
Nick Chubb's career high is 12.
Well, it doesn't say rushing touchdowns.
Oh,
no, it is
total.
rushing. Just for the graphic, it's rushing touchdowns.
Rushing
Just rushing?
Do you want to add receiving as well?
I'm going to go with Watson, 45 touchdowns.
I'll
Does
take
it
Watson.
change if it's total touchdowns?
If it's total touchdowns, I would lean towards Nick Chubb. I think both are a stretch, obviously.
Let's go with total then. G, does it
Total,
change your
if it's
answer with
total touchdowns for Nick Chubb, I would go Nick Chubb 20.
If it's total, I'm going Deshaun Watson because I think Deshaun Watson can get 6 on the ground.
That's true. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Nick, if you add in receiving touchdowns, his career high is 13. Not 12, 13. So I will still take Deshaun in 45.
You talked me into it. I'm going Watson also. I wasn't thinking about his rushing touchdowns if we go all purpose.
45 is bonkers.
If you added rushing touchdowns, that's the extreme, but
Yeah.
Nick Chubb's not getting 20 touchdowns.
No.
So
He can't even get 20 carries a game. How's he going to get 20 touchdowns in a year?
All right, number 2. Assuming full health.
Yes.
What's more likely to happen this year? Amari Cooper, 1,300 receiving yards, or Elijah Moore, 1,200 all-purpose yards?
So easy. Amari Cooper, 1,300 yards. That's insane to think anything else.
All-purpose yards.
How many,
But
how many
yes.
rushing yards do we think Elijah Moore is going to get? 50?
He ain't returning
70?
kicks. He ain't returning kicks.
Yeah, I mean, it's just they're not giving him the ball 5 times a game.
What Cooper have last year? We just talked about this. 1,200?
He had close to 12, 1,150.
Yeah, I would say Amari 13.
Amari Cooper.
This is where the Elijah Moore
You should have done
hype
it.
is
The offense,
going off the rails.
The offense is running around Elijah Moore.
I think you should have had Amari up another 100 and Moore down another 100.
So I had
Then it would've
Moore
been
lower, and everyone told me, oh, they're going to pick Moore. That's too easy.
No.
So I actually upped the Moore, and maybe that
tough.
was
Look
the
who
wrong
you dealing
choice.
with here, Earl and Anthony.
My production people, don't hate
Yeah,
on
but
him.
Earl and
Don't
Anthony
don't
are like
dare
living in
slander
La La
Earl,
Land,
Steve
those
Becker,
two.
director Steve and Anthony. I'll kill your mic.
Can you kill my mic and not theirs? Can we do that?
Steve, do it real quick. Hey, Bull, talk.
Hello.
No one can hear you. You're coming up echoey as hell off their mics. Turn it back up, Steve. Thank you. You're out of timeout. All right, next one.
Yeah.
This is my favorite one.
We should do that. 10-second timeout.
That's
What's
funny.
more likely to happen? Director Steve goes 16-0 on his Week 1 NFL picks, or Jason Lloyd dunking on a 10-foot
Oh, this
basketball
is
hoop?
easy.
That's easy. It's Steve.
Steve.
At least you could guess it's possible.
They-
Jason couldn't possibly dunk a basketball.
I need a trampoline and a pogo stick to get to 10 feet.
Actually, if he ran really fast, right, and he jumped, I think 2 people can lift him up high and make him dunk.
What about
Like-
a 9-foot? Does it change if it's a 9-foot?
Like, so if he jumped, I
No.
can catch him by the waist, pause, and just go put him up. He probably could do it. All he needs is a little boost.
I don't even know if I could dunk on a 6-foot rim. Jason, you couldn't even dunk on a 9-foot rim, could you?
A few years ago I
could?
Probably not now.
All right.
Probably not now. But 16-0.
Were you
for
able to
Steve.
dunk in your prime?
Stop. Why would you ask that question? Any Division I athlete.
I don't know. You're a large human being.
Dustin Fox is a white guy, and he dunks.
Yeah, but Dustin's a defensive back. You were a defensive lineman.
The white DBs are extinct.
Yeah, but to be a white DB, you got to be an absurd athlete.
See,
Yeah.
so they just,
Dustin had some hops
he
back in the
jumped.
day.
He could dunk.
He can still
I
dunk.
assumed you could dunk in your
Yeah,
prime, but
of
I
course,
just,
of course.
you never know what it is.
Of course,
All right, fair enough.
the last dunk I got.
I apologize
was
for
probably,
insulting you by asking you if you could do it.
What's funny is when
Mike,
we,
you can't dunk, right?
I can dunk with a tennis ball, not a basketball.
Now,
I can dunk with a tennis ball. What is that? Who
It's
cares
what
if you
people who
dunk with
can't
tennis
dunk
ball?
a real basketball do to make it feel like they can dunk.
now, if I throw it in front of the rim and you catch a oop, can you get it?
I've never actually caught one, but I do think back in my heyday, like I could have, yeah.
Yeah, if we throw it up, some people can't palm a basketball.
But wait a second. You never practiced that in practice?
So in college,
Yeah.
we had 15 guys on the team, and I'd say 13 could dunk.
Yeah, and you were the one who
And
couldn't. You and one other guy.
Me and Eli couldn't. But we also had guys who were very athletic. So whenever we would do dunks, they would do their stuff. I'm like, I'm not trying. That would hurt myself. Like.
Yeah. All right.
I was not an athletic flyer.
I mean,
I was
Steve.
quick.
Steve, the odds of anybody going 16-0 or whatever it is in picks is very slim. But at least that's possible.
Going up ain't the problem. Coming down is the problem.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Hurts
coming down.
I think I have a 2-inch vertical.
Real quick,
Mary
Kay tweeted, Kevin Stefanski says Dobbs will be ahead of DTR on the quarterback depth chart. I don't think that's a surprise. I think we said that earlier.
Yeah, we told y'all.
Dobbs is going to be number 2 no matter what. So
y'all.
Kevin backs it up.
All right, next, Mike.
All right, next up, what's more likely to happen this season? David NJOKU catches 11 or more touchdowns, or David Bell catches 3?
Well, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
I'm going to say, how many did NJOKU have last year? 7?
I believe 6, and I don't have internet, so we're
This
gonna
is
go
bad.
with 6 or
I'm
7.
taking
David
David.
Bell.
I'm going
NJOKU. I'm taking David.
I'm taking David Bell.
I'm taking David.
Taking David Bell.
3 ain't that little
But how many?
little option round on the goal line and slant.
At best, he's their 6th pass catcher.
One of
best.
them dudes gonna get hurt. He's gonna be in the game, and they gonna throw the ball more.
I don't think there's
11 touchdowns.
11's
is
a lot. It's a boatload.
David Bell had 24 catches last year for 1 touchdown.
I don't think either of these is going to happen. But if I had to pick, I would go NJOKU at 11.
I would take David.
Dang, you're right.
Guaranteed to be right.
11. I'm going Bell. 11 touchdown is a lot.
No, you know what? I would take NJOKU because I think
Only
he's
2
gonna
players
be-
in the NFL. Sorry, Jason, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're
2
good.
players in the NFL had 11 or more touchdowns last
I
year.
still think it's more
Who are
likely
they?
than David Bell getting
Kelsey and
Devontae
Adams?
Adams. Correct.
How about the year before? How many at 11?
No internet, so you have to wait.
I mean, but David Bell, there's no way David Bell's getting 3.
That's why it's a good question.
He might luck into 1 or 2.
Dude, he only had,
3
how many
is-
catches did he have last year?
24.
He had
0
24
touchdowns.
last year. They got
Yeah,
way
that's-
better talent this year.
Yeah, I know, but a rookie, I don't think you can. I'm not a big David Bell guy.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can look at projections from his rookie year and automatically
I know,
assume.
but where is he in the depth chart?
Oh, he's buried.
He's like 5th at best
I mean,
on wide receiver.
That's why I said he could run
Yeah.
into 1 or 2. I don't think he's
3,
getting to
nobody
3.
runs into 3.
No, I don't think he's
not,
getting
you don't play. He doesn't play it. I don't know, but 11 is nearly impossible.
But NJOKU,
that was a good one.
I
don't think that's.
NJOKU.
I give that at least like a 0.5% chance of happening.
NJOKU with 11.
Yeah, like 1 out of every 200 seasons that would happen.
I'm kind of with Jason.
What do you mean with
Obviously,
Jason?
I
We had
wouldn't-
the same pick.
No. But when he was saying it wouldn't be totally outlandish,
that
more than
crazy.
0.5%, I do think NJOKU could be in set for a
He
monster
should be
season.
their big red zone target.
He should be.
Yes.
I hope so. I got him in my dynasty league team. Let's go,
Yeah. He
let's
should.
NJOKU.
All right, next up.
All right.
In a full season, what's more likely to happen? Mo Hurst getting 6 or more sacks this year, or Greg Newsome 3 or more interceptions?
That's easy, Mo Hurst. Because
Yeah.
remember, we're assuming health.
Yeah, this is assuming.
Mo Hurst was
yeah.
very good with the Niners when he was healthy those first 2 years.
And honestly,
I don't know that he had 6 sacks.
I seen him have 2 sacks in the preseason with no
Well,
other.
he should be dominating third-team offensive linemen.
I'm going to take Greg Newsome in the 3
Oh, he
picks.
jumping routes this year?
I know that interceptions aren't really his thing.
I don't know how I feel about
Maurice Hurst, by the way, Maurice Hurst's career high in sacks was his rookie year. He had 4 sacks in 13 games.
Yeah.
And then his second year, he had 3.5 in 16 games.
With as much as teams throw the ball in the NFL, and I don't think teams are going to want to challenge. I'm on record. I think Emerson's going to be a monster.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to test the guys on the outside. I think they're going to go inside. I like Greg Newsome for 3. And
Greg Newsome doesn't have any in his career, right?
That's why I said he's
Correct.
not big on the interceptions thing. Eventually, that's going to change.
Yeah.
That has to change. He's
I'm
too
going
good.
with Hurst. I've been high on Hurst since they signed him.
I'll take Newsome.
And again,
me
for
a-
this, we're assuming
Hold
health.
on, this is very
6
good
is a
point.
lot of sacks.
For and
For
he's
a
not.
defensive
And he's
tackle.
not even
With
starting.
Miles,
He's not even starting.
But he's going to play.
But Newsome hasn't showed me no
Ability.
pickability.
No
like
pick. He didn't have a lot of interceptions in college either, right?
No, he
No.
did not.
you just
He
wait.
was right.
You just wait. Interceptions.
How
not
many
really
did he
his
have in
thing.
college? Do you know?
While I'm looking that
That's
up,
so
let me ask you guys
sneaky.
this. Just well, Jason, we'll start with you and with Bull. Percentage chance either of those happens. So give me a percentage chance for Hurst and then a percentage chance for
Less
Newsome.
than 5% for Hurst, 10% for Greg.
I would say 2% for Hurst and 1% for Greg.
5% for Hurst, 4% for Greg Newsome. I mean, like that's social sneak.
But
Greg Newsome had 1 interception in 3 years in college.
As
That's
much
amazing.
as teams throw the ball in the NFL, I mean, look who's.
I mean, does he have high school picks? Can we move some of the high school picks?
So he has played.
Hey, Greg, don't let me down. I bet on Mike Miller to win a playoff game, and it never came true.
Don't
You
do
better
it.
not
You know
let me
Greg
down.
Newsome
Give me
only
3
played
picks.
20 games in college.
He has 5 picks in his 1 pick in his last 5 seasons.
That's crazy. You know
Now
how
he
many
only
snaps
played.
that is?
He only played a total of 20 games in college. He's never played a full season college or pro. He's played 47 games between Northwestern and the Browns. 47 games in the last 5 years, which is an average of 9 a year. Not good. And he has 1 interception.
You wait till he has 3 this year. I'm going to dunk on all y'all on a 9-foot rim.
And Newsome's good. I mean, he does a really good job sticking with guys. He just
Maurice
hasn't
Hurst
walked
sacks
into
per
the
game.
Picks is just not his thing.
All right, what's the next one, Mike?
All right, what's more likely to happen, assuming health for 17 games? JOK recording more than 100 tackles or Myles Garrett forcing 5 fumbles?
I seen Myles Garrett get 3 forced fumbles in like a drive once.
How many forced fumbles did Myles Garrett have last year?
Never more than 5 in a season.
That seems pretty easy. JOK's not getting 100 tackles.
I don't know.
As a
They had
starting
safeties.
linebacker in 17 games?
They had safeties getting 100 last
They
year.
had 2 safeties get 100.
Can he tackle?
We're going to find out.
We gonna see.
This is
This is a tough one. I'm going Myles Garrett every time though. I can't.
Myles Garrett had 2 forced fumbles last year and 1 the year before.
I'm going to take Miles in 5 because he had 4 in 2020, so he's right there.
and he's not. There's no way they can double team him as much this year because he's got way better talent around him. The only if it wasn't for the Elijah Moore and Dorian Thompson-Robinson insanity, we would have to talk more about the JOK insanity. Everybody seems to be just ignoring the fact that the best linebacker in the modern history of the Browns has said this guy can't play.
We hope that's fixed. we hope
Yeah.
that's fixed, bro. Like don't get it twisted. He has crazy talent. Like he's fast. He's like the new age guy. I saw him make a nice tackle the other day. Hopefully, if he's not the focal point of what they're doing, and he could just roam around and tackle people.
But he doesn't have the natural instincts, does he?
No, I mean
He's got crazy athletic ability.
yeah, but that's just
We'll see.
I mean, JOK's career high in tackles is 76. Miles had 4 forced fumbles a couple years ago.
yeah, I'm going to bet on Myles Garrett over
Yeah.
JOK in any
Every time, no matter what the
Yeah,
category is.
yeah,
I'll
doesn't
take
matter.
Miles over
Yeah,
JOK.
I'm gonna take that.
All right, we got 3 more here. What's more likely to happen in 2023? Adam the Bull throwing up on set again? Or Tyvis admitting he's not?
Oh, both throwing
Wow.
up. No question, it's both throwing up.
Well, I mean, I've only thrown up once.
That's more than Tyvis
I'm
has
trying to
ever
think if I
admitted.
ever threw up when I was on the radio. I did take a dump while doing a game once. But
Yeah.
Tyvis ain't ever admitted
Tyvis
he
ain't
the
going
goat.
down like that,
He's
bro.
not
No.
the goat.
We
Yeah,
have
it's
evidence
probably
that
me.
Bull
I'm-
has thrown up on set.
I'm going to go with me throwing up too.
yeah.
And all depends on, we might get a bad sandwich somewhere.
I mean, when Bull goes on a laughing fit, it looks like he's just going to die right
I
there.
know.
in the
he
chair.
can throw up from
He
laughing.
can throw up
That's
from
true.
laughing.
Yeah,
There have been a couple of times I came close to throwing up from laughing. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. I'm
Something really
taking
strikes
Bull.
me.
It's gotten close.
Yeah.
Have
That's
you
fair.
had the like throw yourself back in the chair on air where it's uncontrollable that I've seen from IG videos out of you? Have you
Yeah.
had an instance of that on the show?
Yeah, there's been a couple.
Have
There's
there?
been a couple.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But not recently.
I mean
though.
the
What?
I won't,
Tyvis said Jesse
No,
Smollett.
you got to say it now.
the hair.
Yeah, there was that one with the guest.
Oh, yeah.
the
That
hair.
was so crazy. That was
yeah,
so
we
out
had
of
the
pocket.
guest.
Oh,
yes, you
a
do.
certain basketball
Oh,
guest.
yeah. Okay.
Tyvis also said Jesse Smollett one day, and I forget the context of what he was talking about, but Bull slid almost out of his chair.
Those are my favorites. Yeah.
We got 2 more.
Oh, man.
What's more likely to happen in 2023? Grant Delpit makes one of the all-pro teams at safety, or Jakeem Grant returns 2 kicks for a touchdown? Could be a punt or
boy.
kick return.
Oh gosh.
And now I think Jakeem Grant gonna make the team because I heard Stefanski talking about it like, oh, we just had him on ice. He was just
it's surprising. Yeah, it's and like if you think Jakeem Grant's a better returner than DPJ,
Yeah, you keep him.
then you keep
And
him.
they might keep 7 receivers because he
Yeah.
might be one of them.
Grant Delpit make all pro.
I mean, teams
Oh no, he not.
don't return kicks.
I mean,
Did anybody have 2 kickoff returns for touchdown last year?
Maybe. Maybe not.
All of a sudden, you're not giving us information.
I don't have the internet. I don't have internet.
I mean, you got a phone.
No matter how many times you ask, he still doesn't
But
have
you got
internet.
a phone.
Like he sound like the
He's
song.
still
doing
looking at me for a meeting.
77 things back there.
You're looking at me. I have to hold the button to talk to you. So first off, there's one hand. I'm a lefty, so
What
now
a-
I'm trying to look it up on my right
What
hand.
a jacked up system we have.
Give me DELPIT. Give me DELPIT.
All pro. That means you have to be one of the 2 best safeties in
I'm
the conference.
aware. I don't think Jakeem Grant's returning too.
It's a tough one.
I guess I got to go with you there. I'll go with Grant Delpit, making all pro.
I mean, neither of these is going to happen.
The odds that somebody
I
returns
think
kicks-
Jakeem Grant is going to return some punts. He'll go two good.
No, but it says kicks only.
No, it was kicks and punts. It was punts.
Oh.
It could be punts.
Oh, now I'm switching up.
Yeah, Grant-
I'm going to go Grant returns 2 for touchdown.
because the Grant Delpit want to
Even though it's still unlikely.
Grant Delpit want to be an All Pro. He had to have like 3 picks.
He's had
like
half a
some
good
forced
season.
fumbles.
The idea that he's become as an all pro.
He'd have to be a playmaker. Like
Yeah.
he'd have to have. He'd be
I like Grant Delpit. I think he's going to be pretty good this year, but I'm going to flip. I'm going to flip to Jakeem Grant.
It is funny.
I'll take Grant.
We made this question, and literally 7 minutes later, the video came out that he got hurt, and I was like, damn it. But we're going to still go with it. And it didn't turn out to be serious. So, you guys ready for the last one?
Water's awful.
Yeah. So bad. I can't even take another sip.
All right, last one.
Can you
What's
guys
more
get a
likely to
different
happen?
case for tomorrow's show?
Say it again.
You get a different case of water for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to taste the same. It's all from the same thing. We'll
All
try,
right,
though.
I'll
Bull.
buy a case and bring
Buy
it
it.
in.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that too. We'll both
All right,
buy a case.
last question. What's more likely to happen this year? The Browns reach the AFC Championship game
Oh, boy.
or miss the playoffs altogether?
Oh, God. You're trying to get me killed.
That's a really tough one.
I-
You put the perfect thing. Reach the AFC Championship
Right,
game
right.
is the perfect one.
I mean,
against
you
missing.
have to beat one of Kansas City, Buffalo, or Cincinnati to get to the AFC
2,
Championship
maybe
game.
2.
Well, I'm saying
At
minimum.
least 1.
You have to beat one of them.
That's right. Most likely. I guess we don't know that for sure. but-
And then you look at you got the Jets, the Dolphins, the Ravens. You might have to touch up too, or the Chargers.
Well, I have never been people keep reminding me of the story I wrote that all 3 teams could win a championship in 2024. Mm-hmm. Therefore, I think it's missed the playoffs, but I got to die on that hill now and pick reach the AFC Championship game.
I'm going to go miss the playoffs if I had to pick between these 2. If you
The AFC is so loaded.
It's just
easy.
so hard.
It's easy to come up with a scenario where you go 9-8, 10-7, and miss the playoffs. It's not that hard.
I think they got a pretty good chance to make the playoffs, but man, making the AFC Championship game is so hard. There's so many more proven teams in the
Absolutely.
AFC. It's hard. They can do it, but if I had to say which is more likely, I'd go to missing the playoffs by a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
G?
Just close as hell. I'm gonna go with if I went with my gut feeling, based on what I've seen as a Browns fan my whole life, it would be miss the playoffs. But this team looks too talented to miss. Like they just can't miss. So I'm gonna go with the championship, make it to the AFC Championship game.
Give me the percentages for each, just like we did with Hurst and Newsome. Percentage they reach the AFC Championship, percentage they miss the playoffs.
Percentage chance they reach the AFC playoffs. I would say the AFC Championship game is 15%. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good.
I was actually thinking the same thing, 10 to 15%.
And the chances they don't make the playoffs are 20.
I'd say 33.
5.
1 out of 3.
Okay. I'm going to say 25 don't make the playoffs, 15% they get to the AFC Championship
I'd say
game.
33 they don't make the playoffs, and probably 10 or 15 they win they
get
make
to
the
the
AFC Championship.
G?
30% chance and 50%. 30% chance they don't make the playoffs, 50% chance that they can go to AFC Championship.
50?
Yeah, I think it's half.
Wow.
Because here's the thing, my goal is
Vegas will disagree with you there.
if you win the division, you get a bye, right?
No.
No. Only the top seed gets a bye, and the AFC North winner is not likely to be that team.
So it's only one bye now.
Only the 1 seed gets the
Well,
bye.
let me knock that back down. 32%.
See, these are things foreign.
You
to
got to
Browns
win 2
fans.
games. Unless you're the 1 seed, you got to win 2 games. To get
30,
to the-
just to get there.
32% and 30% they don't make.
Okay.
You may have to beat. You're right. You may have to beat both.
Yeah.
Bengals, Bills, Chiefs. You may have to beat 2 of those.
Especially
3.
if they're a wild card team.
That's exactly.
Dang,
right.
bro,
You
I-
would definitely have to beat 1. You may have to beat 2.
And they changed that recently, right? Because
They
I
went
could
to
have
7 teams.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was tough.
Yeah.